energy, man. Come on. Some energy.
We live. We live.
Where's my cannabis? Where's my cannabis? What?
It's 7:30-ish, and we're giving you the dish, and we're giving you the tea. Cause quarantine crazy, cause outside is crazy. Making more babies, making more babies.
That was pretty good, actually.
You need to press it out. Yeah, I was vibing to that. You need to press it out. Yeah, I was vibing to that. Actually, I'd buy that shit. Sure.
Hello.
I'd buy that shit.
Hello. Welcome to the Phantom Specialist. We comics too. We comics too. We missed you. We're tired. We missed you. We're here. We're tired.
We're here.
We're here. Them is here. How's everybody feeling? Them is here. How's everybody feeling?
Lethargic is the word of the dizzy. Lethargic is the word of the dizzy.
Yep. I literally woke up at 12:30. I literally woke up at 12. Didn't know where I was. So I was like, didn't know where I was. October, is it still? Is it October? Or is it middle? It's too much. It's too much. But yeah, too much. Yeah, so yeah, man, we're here. We got this. Another wonderful show for you, lovely people. Another wonderful show for you, lovely people.
Things are doing. Yeah, man. Things are doing. Happenings are. What's another phrase? And what's another phrase? Wheels are spinning, cogs are turning. Wheels are spinning, cogs are going down. It's going down. Things are up.
A lot of things are up. But not everything are up. But not everything's in. So yeah, this is going to be an innuendo kind of show today. Okay. What's the first on business of order? Shall we say? Oh, can I even get my phone back? Here we go. There we go. What's the first bit of business we got for them?
Sorry, I'm just getting double audio in places. It's J.J. Abrams developing a Justice League Dark TV series for HBO Max. Yeah.
Oh wait, it's HBO. Oh. So before the show started, I was looking at the script and I was like, I ain't watching that show. But the fact that it's a HBO show, which suggests that it will go there, it won't be a CW show.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
You watch HBO shows, The Wire, Oz, and
Westworld,
and those two really.
Yeah.
I ain't watching that. I think Sex and the City was HBO.
Yeah, it was.
Was Sex and the City?
Was Sex and the City HBO? No, it probably wasn't.
Maybe they got right to it and they just started playing it, but Sex and the City was good anyway. So.
The City was a show.
Was a show.
On.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
It's HBO.
HBO.
Okay.
Yeah,
HBO. It was HBO. No one else was putting out a show like Sex and the City. That's
So
HBO.
have you changed your mind and you're going to try and catch this?
I'm changing my mind. If it's on a platform where I can ingest and then digest, I shall salivate for now. And consume later.
Oh wow. Okay. That's a tall order right there. As everybody takes a swig of water, Which what you saying?
I'll be watching it. I'll be definitely watching it.
You going to be partaking in this J.J. Abrams?
Yeah, I think I will. I don't know. He's good. He's all right, but I think some of his endings are a bit off. Some of the last seasons that he does is a bit off. So, but yeah, I think I'll give it a watch.
Did he do Was it Lost?
Yeah, he did Lost, and he did the Star Wars as well. And a lot of the stuff he does is kind of copying from other things or redoing something that's already done. So it would have to. I don't know. It would. I will watch it. I'm the kind of person who does watch all of this stuff, so I will be watching it. But
I don't know how you find time.
I don't know either, to be honest. I really don't know.
I don't know what you're doing. And the thing is, I can't be I don't know if you're one of the types of people that be working on your laptop and trying to work. I've tried it.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't do it.
Yeah, I'll work and watch or listen at least. Like after the show, I always put on something that helps me edit this up. So yeah, I kind of multitasking.
Yeah, I should have touch type.
I live my life. Sorry, you Isha. Go.
No, I should have learned to touch type because like you, I'm just like.
Yeah.
I'm just paused until the action. No work getting done.
I said, I live my life to a soundtrack. So if I'm working, it's music or nothing.
Yeah.
I can't like watch TV unless it's like I'm working and someone else is watching a show. Then I might dip in and out. Yeah. This is a very digress. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. What?
Look, we're allowed to let off steam, okay? This is the quarantine section. Hey, we're allowed to talk about geeks.
People like coming into the source room, like, what are they on about? Like, what? You're working.
We've got our fan base. They know what we're about, okay?
Alright, well, going on to the next subject.
More about
that is pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Wait, one second. Is it an animated series?
No, it won't be.
Is it?
It won't be an animated series. It'll be a live action, actually. It should be a live action anyway. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he doesn't really do animated series, I don't think so. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a live action, I reckon.
Good luck, DC.
Yeah, they're going to need it. Next on the list, in that case, is HBO's launch date. Actually, HBO Max's launch date. So their launch date has been.
There's the platform.
Yep, that's the platform. So the US launch date for HBO streaming service has been set for May 27th, has reported in Variety, and it's going to cost $14.99 per month. $14.99. So yeah,
You see this?
Yeah. I mean,
$14. What do they think they have that Disney doesn't? $14.
Thank you.
$14. I'm sorry. And Disney Plus is like mad cheap, but it's Disney. Who are HBO?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video where that guy is pretending to be the different platforms, and he's like Netflix?
Oh yeah.
My streaming service is banging. Yeah, I'll show it to you. My streaming service is banging. It's like HBO is like, what about me? He goes, you got Game of Thrones and maybe Westworld. He goes, no one's banging out shit like me. And then Crunchyroll's like, you're starting to piss me off. Like, why are you doing? HBO doesn't have those kind of bollocks to be charging out money.
No, because
Crunchyroll's only $4.99, and they got on
HBO. So you got Game of Thrones.
They would have. Sorry to interrupt you there. They would have Friends, Big Bang Theory, South Park, most of the Studio Ghibli films, The Wizard of Oz, DC.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Like the 1940s Wizard of Oz.
Yep. Remember, it's Warner. Remember, so they've also got like they will have Doom Patrol on there, the new Boondocks cartoon, a 3-part animated Aquaman, the live action. Oh, I thought that was Dragon Ball Z. The live action DMZ series. And 3 more new shows that haven't been specifically live action or animated. So yeah, that's what they will have and more.
I'm not impressed.
Firstly, trash, because Netflix already has Friends, and
everyone has Friends.
Exactly.
I've got the Friends box set in my wardrobe. Like, who needs Friends? Friends.
Like, the only thing literally that's good to watch on HBO is probably like Insecure, Westworld, and maybe I don't know, like Billions or some shit. Like what else do you have? You don't have that kind of criteria, HBO.
They had The Wire. I think they had Breaking Bad and they had Game of Thrones, but those are like past tense shows. If you ain't seen those shows, what were you doing with your life?
Exactly.
When we were watching The Wire and all them shits, what were you doing? Don't tell me.
Ozark. I'm like, you ain't watched Breaking Bad. You used to hear Ozark spin-off people.
Like, Ozark was pretty good. I need to actually catch up. I need to catch up on season 2. But
it's all right. But it's not. You know, Breaking Bad is like, but, and then Ozark. But yeah, no, I mean HBO, man.
To be fair, to be fair, in my opinion, like HBO does do really good shows. When they do a show, their shows are really good. Like you said, Breaking Bad, The Wire, Westworld. They've done a couple of other shows that's been really, really good. But for $14.99 a month, that's a pretty steep. That's a lot of money.
Not worth it. That's very
That's mad. Do you even pay that for Sky Sports?
Yeah, like, I mean that's how much you get for. That's how much Sky Sports is. But you got like 3 or 4 different sports channels as well. It is, you know.
Yeah, they need to take it down a peg.
I think so.
You know, even no. Unless they're coming out with all originals and doing like a madness, then maybe. But you have to start dropping that catalog now because.
No. Is that there's a market for everything, and a lot of people are going to buy into that. They will spend their $14 and they will get their HBO show, and a lot of people who buy it won't even watch what's on there. What's there?
I mean, I've been watching a few things on Disney, and it's actually pretty good. Like Danielle's watching stuff on there and watching stuff with Cass as well. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's good price because it's not that expensive. It's a decent price for what you get. Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. But something like HBO, though, I think the difference with and it's a lot more expensive than Netflix. And Netflix had loads of different other shows as well.
That's what we're seeing.
They need to change their price, man.
Who are you?
Definitely need to change their price. All right. Okay, so
huge balls on there. That's what HBO stands for.
Okay. Next one is Marvel terminates deals with Punisher and Helstrom showrunners.
Oh dear.
So yeah, these 2 shows are new.
Punisher is in Netflix.
Punisher. Netflix Punisher.
I'm gonna let you explain.
So, where is it? This one's from Newsarama. Marvel Studios has terminated overall production deals with showrunners for the 2 of its shows, according to the Hollywood Reporter. First, Punisher Season 2 showrunner Steve Lightfoot, who has signed an overall deal with Marvel for future. Lightfoot did not have any upcoming Marvel projects announced. However, he is currently in post-production on a series for Netflix called Behind Her Eyes. Secondly, Helstrom showrunner Paul Zybowski, I can't really pronounce that name, has reportedly been released from a similar production deal. Helstrom will reportedly finish post-production. Filming was completed before coronavirus led to the shutdown of most film and TV productions, and air on Hulu has planned. According to THR, industry experts expect further terminations of such deals as coronavirus continues. So yeah,
coronavirus, it's getting real.
Oh, that's not good. Like Punisher was good.
Yeah, well, what I was thinking is Punisher. Didn't I get cancelled along with the others?
But the showrunner had signed a deal to produce other productions, other productions for Marvel.
Oh.
So I think what they're actually doing is pretty much just saying, look, there's nothing going on, so there's no point having you here and getting paid for nothing really, which a lot of the companies are doing right
Makes
now.
Yeah.
What's a shame?
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully they still pick up, like, because again, They were good shows. You know what I mean? Like, it was authentic, true to its violence.
I didn't even watch season 2 of that, if I'm honest.
Didn't you?
No, I haven't watched the last season of Oh my god, I haven't watched the last season of Jessica Jones.
I thought you was in the middle of that, actually.
Do you know what? The moment
you was watching that.
Huh? I was watching Jessica Jones, but the moment the whole Defenders thing happened and then they cancelled everything, it just killed
the momentum.
Yeah, it just killed it for me. And I mean, I would at some point watch Jessica Jones, but I don't care anymore. And when it was part of this whole MCU thing as well, that was exciting.
Yeah.
And then they just
He's breaking up.
No!
Say that again. You're breaking up a bit.
You know. Fuck it.
All else, we always catch
you heard me.
No, we didn't. We heard the effort, but then it's paused, and then we heard that you heard me. Hold on. Yeah. Go.
Oh my days.
Alright, sorry about this bad connection, folks. We can see you moving. I think it's working now, but you're not talking, so.
Yeah.
All I was saying is, can you hear me? Not if you can hear me. Is that fuck it. That's it.
Okay then.
This episode's gonna be a joke.
Okay. Moving on. Isha, what do you think?
Fuck Jessica Jones. That's Jessica Jones. Punisher.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it. There we go. We got it. Go ahead.
Shall we move on to the next one, or? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
let's move on.
Yeah.
So SDCC and Wondercon 2020 has been cancelled. So San Diego Comic-Con has been cancelled as well as Wondercon, and they won't be rescheduled either. So yeah.
Damn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, it's
sad. I look forward to San Diego Comic-Con every year because I know I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I know I'm not gonna go, but they have the best news. It's like the most exciting time for comic, like geek news. I love it.
And to be fair, everybody would be safe because everybody's in cosplay. And half the people have masks and gloves on, so it's fine. But we understand.
It's true, actually.
You know,
sneeze in my red hood helmet.
So you know, I don't know. Well, hopefully, like after it's all done, like see if it's done in the next couple of months, like they can just move it or just again to do it next year.
No, it says they're not going to reschedule.
Yeah,
they're not going to reschedule.
So it would have to be.
So it won't be 2021.
So
that's quite annoying. I was really excited for like Marvel news. You know.
Yeah.
Really
I've
excited.
never did like comic book news and just geek stuff so much in my entire life. Like I'm just like, I just want to read something or watch something. Like I want to go to the cinema and watch the Black Widow. I just need to geek out a little bit, just for fun. But it's okay.
So yeah, this is the first time in 50 years that the show won't be happening for Comic-Con. It's 50 years.
How many years?
Yeah. So the CCI's statement on the cancellation, the first time in 50 years, in its 50-year history, the show will not go on. Comic-Con International announced that there will be no San Diego Comic-Con in 2020, and the next planned event will be July 22nd to the 25th, 2021. Badge holders will receive an email in the coming weeks with instructions on how to either request a refund for their 2020 badge or to transfer their badge to Comic-Con 2021. For anyone who had purchased an early bird hotel through On-Peak, hotel reservations will be cancelled and refunded, despite being non-refundable when booked. Please have patience on this process. It may take a few days, but there is no need to take any action. So yeah, it's
everybody's gonna just put it over until next year. No one's getting a refund again unless it's like the hotel stuff. Yeah, man, because that's too much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I hope my
I'm sure it will.
I've given up on that. It will be, because it's like next month,
and they're using it.
Actually, I don't know if you lot are signed up to the E.
No, I was just going to say that they are using it for the has another place for the coronavirus victims. So yeah, so that's why a lot of people are being quarantined and treated. So
yeah, see.
Oh, bless. Okay.
What I was gonna say is MCM, Comic-Con. They actually, I don't know if you guys are on their mailing list, but they've just been sending stuff to watch or stuff to read during the
really
quarantine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Pretty
cool of them.
I'll get on that. Oh, bless. Well done, MCM.
Yeah.
Thank you. Geeks for life.
Yeah, here we go.
Alright, next thing up on the list is Dune movie images revealed. So this was last week's news. Which who was it? I think it was Variety again. They always got the movie stuff coming. Was it Variety? So the latest first look at photos for Denis Villeneuve Dune movie revealed its cast, including Jason Momoa, Oscar Isaac, and Zendaya.
So Mary Jane and
pretty much,
Aquaman, did you say?
Mary Jane, Aquaman, and who was Oscar Isaac? He was
he's
what's his name in Star Wars?
Yeah. Red Leader?
What's his name?
No.
Poe Dameron, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Poe Dameron.
Poe.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see that.
Yeah.
Poe Dameron.
Fuzzy. So yeah, was it in? I'm sure it was Variety. Wasn't it Variety? Oh man. It's been a week since I looked at this part of the of the script, so I think it was Variety. I could be mistaken, but yeah, there's some photos in there. You got like the photos look great. The film actually based on the photos, it looks superb. But
yeah, it looks like the Nolan family level, because the Nolan family just have like a specific look. And that looks like their look kind of thing. So
did you watch Blade Runner 2049?
I didn't finish it. I need to finish it. Yeah.
No, that film was sick. That was a good film. Yeah. It's the same director, so
yeah.
I am looking forward to this. Yeah. And there's news that this is going to be, I think 2 or 3 part. I think it's a 2-parter. Yeah, because the actual novel is based from Frank Herbert's novel, the author of Frank Herbert, from back in 1965, and a lot of like Star Wars, a lot of sci-fi, they actually base some of their material on Dune. Like, so for instance, like the space weapons is all from Dune pretty much. Like in Star Wars, the desert planet. Sorry. Yeah, there was an old film that was like, was it the 80s or 70s?
Yeah, I think I've seen that film.
That was like a direct-to-video one or something, wasn't it? Like, I don't think it was.
I don't know if I think it was in a cinema.
I thought it was like a.
It was in the cinema. Yeah.
Cinema.
Yeah, 1984. Yeah, it was definitely a film. It kind of didn't do that great, but.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, 1984.
That's what I remember. It being one of those kind of crappy
Yeah.
But
we'll put it as a
one at the round. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say.
High profile.
Regulars wouldn't like it.
Now this one, if it's as good as, well, it probably won't be as good as the novel, but if it takes good bits from the novel. It should be a great film. It really should be, because that director is really good. So.
Yeah. I'm excited for it as well. A whole, it's like, you know, when you're like, okay, cool, they had a good story, because Dune is a good story, and then now you kind of got the technology to match up with the good story, so it's like, see it now in its totality, which is good. Oh
yeah. I'm really I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's Vanity Fair actually that had the exclusive photos. Yeah, it's Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair. Yeah, good for stuff like that.
Okie dokie. So the next one on the list is Sam Raimi. Confirms he's directing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh wow.
This makes me concerned because he's corny.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So
same reason for me.
For
me. Go on.
Yeah.
Picture this. Yeah. You got Sam Raimi directing Multiverse of Madness, and then Doctor Strange is doing this thing, and then you see Scarlet Witch, and then for some reason, she gets married to Doctor Strange. For whatever reason. And she's running in a wedding dress, in slow motion, with her red hair, and you're watching a superhero movie like, this is cheesy. Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
she'll be there talking about what's that robot's name that she's in love with? Vision. And she'll be like talking to Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange will be like, the first time you saw Vision, you came up to me and said, Doctor Strange, is that an angel? Get the fuck out of here. He's whack, he's corny. Oh my.
He is.
Days.
He's not whack, but he is corny.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's not whack. He's not whack. No. But he's mad corny, yo.
He's corny. However, this will be interesting because, again, Sam Raimi's like, he's a comic book guy. You know what I mean? And the stuff that he's done, even though most of it's been like horror, whatever, I don't think he's had. I think the opportunity to do a comic would be really good, and I'm hoping that it will turn the corniness into actual. Hilarious. I'm hoping to turn the corniness into actual like dramatic moments. That I mean, like I feel like he wouldn't be corny in a.
I hope so. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But he was corny in Spider-Man. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man. Look what he did to the origin of Peter Parker. When it turned out that the guy didn't even kill Uncle Ben. It was the Sandman, and then Spider-Man forgave the guy, thus rendering his whole journey worthless. I found that.
Yeah.
He has grown because again, it's not Spider-Man, it's Doctor Strange, and you can't fuck up Doctor Strange. That you just can't do that.
I wouldn't have thought you could fuck up Spider-Man, but the material was there.
I mean, it was the first attempt. Spider-Man was fresh, all that kiki, but this is Doctor Strange now, and the bar has been set. I would also like to point out that technically, unless you mean the first attempt at superhero movies, this is the first attempt technically at Doctor Strange. It's like only the second movie, and he's not been rebooted yet. True.
But semantics.
Yeah, I
semantics.
I have hope for him, but yeah, I prefer him doing the Evil Dead series. Those are the stuff I like him doing.
He's good. You know what? He's good for horrors.
Yeah, he's
so good. If they still go in the direction of making Doctor Strange to a horror, then he's got us covered.
Yeah.
If they're like, you know what, we don't actually want a horror, maybe we could turn it into some sort of lame love story between Vision and Wanda Maximoff. Then we're screwed.
Damn.
But hey, superhero movies,
right? Pray.
To the geek gods.
But it can't be any worse than
Let us not talk about it. We're not talking.
Alright, speaking of geeks praying, Rosario Dawson.
There we go.
Rosario Dawson.
That lady. She opens up about Ashoka Tano rumours.
What did you say?
Rich is like,
I am really tired. Really tired. Sorry, guys.
We're all. It's okay. Don't.
Honestly, I was just messing with you.
This is gonna be the sleepiest but happiest podcast we've ever done. So it's fine.
Yeah,
see me, I'm lounging.
I'm just feeding. I'm just feeding off of YouTube, man. I'm just gonna say some bullshit.
Okay. All right. So Rosario.
So she opens up about Ahsoka Tano's rumors. So there's rumors about her playing this character, and she opens up about it. She says that's not confirmed yet, but when that happens, I'll be very happy. I'm very excited for that to be confirmed at some point, and then it will be 1,001% because of the fans. The two universes, Star Trek and Star Wars, I get in those two. I'm telling you, man, that's it. I will just retire, and then I can just concentrate on going to school and running for office. That will be it. That's basically what she said. That's her quotes.
There you go. Look, that's the power of geek money. Power of geek money. Once you're in the geek, indoctrination of having a character in the geek world, you're set for life. You're set. That's a job always, okay? It's a job always. So no, that'd be good. But I can't. If she's playing it, I can't reverse it
every time
again. I think
as an adult, Ahsoka, I couldn't actually picture anyone else doing that.
I've finished watching.
It just makes sense.
I finished watching Clone Wars, and I'm on Rebels now, and she's in it quite a bit.
No.
She's
in it quite a bit. Yeah, and. She's in it in quite a few of them, and I just can't get her out of my head, man. She's just every time I see Ahsoka now, I see her face. So I'm up for her.
Sorry, Dawson.
I'm up for that, definitely.
Yeah, skin tone is very similar.
Yeah.
Very important. Okay, match up the character.
Yeah, definitely need to match up. So I can't wait till. Mandalorian season 2. Have you watched Mandalorian yet, Karen?
Oh.
Have you?
No.
When's that? No.
I haven't, man. Look.
Come on.
I have been watching, and I'm obsessed with this show. I've just been watching on my Blok. I know it's not geeky, but I'm loving the show right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm watching. I finished it and I'm going through it again. That's me right now. I don't care about anything else but on my Blok. So
we could talk more after comic.
But
go
ahead. No, I was just gonna say I have started Clone Wars.
Okay.
R2D2 is missing. R2D2's gone missing. He's now got the Goldie for now.
Oh.
And they got to go for an R2.
Oh, right. That was a sick episode. That was a sick episode, man.
Yeah.
R2D2 is sick, man.
That is hilarious. Okay. But yes, 10 pounds for Rosario Dawson.
Yeah. That's definitely with Rosario.
Okay.
So comic news: Boom Studios signs first look deal with Netflix. So they've So basically,
see my face. I'm like, okay.
So yeah, there'll be Netflix will be in the running for making Boom Studio adaptations, film and adaptations. So Boom Studios is obviously they've done. What have they done actually? They do a lot of Turtles, don't they?
Yeah, you know.
I was gonna say Turtles, but isn't that IDW?
They do Power Rangers, right? IDW.
Power Rangers. No, Boom does Power Rangers.
They do. They do Power Rangers and Turtles. Yeah, they do.
What? I thought IDW does Turtles.
Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth with
maybe.
Yeah, so
okay.
What's
oh man, a live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, that not that one from the 90s with the girl Venus. No. But I'm just saying, a live action Turtles would be sick on Netflix. I would watch that.
If it was actually do a mashup.
If it was the same kind, if it was the same kind of tone as the first Turtles movie, and not the modern Turtles movie, I mean like 88 or whatever year that came out, that kind of tone, live action on Netflix in New York, that would be sick. Oh man, that ain't gonna happen, is it?
They have to do it right. They can't be rushing.
Selling dreams is what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're selling it. Netflix need to start in that.
Well, they do have a lot of good-looking titles. They do a lot of so basically they've got Adventure Time, they've got Angel, Big Trouble in Little China, Ben 10, Bill and Ted, Buffy, Clueless.
Don't touch Buffy. Leave Buffy alone. Everybody leave
We're
Buffy.
We're getting a new Buffy, aren't we?
I think so, yeah.
Don't do Buffy.
We did
Buffy
say
was
that.
perfect.
I saw we spoke about this on the show.
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching it. No. Leave Buffy alone.
Remember, it was the whole controversy about them rebooting Buffy with a black girl, and everyone went nuts. And then everyone himself was like, why don't they just have Buffy be older and a new Slayer take over? Exactly. And then it turned out he listened to the fans pretending that was his original idea. We've spoke about this.
I know. And I just leave Buffy alone, okay? It's painful.
This is gonna.
But yes.
So not only do they have those, they have their own characters as well. I must say, I don't read much of Boom Studios comics, but they got like Faithless there. They've got Destroyer, Bury the Lead, Bone Parish. There's quite a few good-looking titles on there, and one that what was it? Geez, I can't find it now. They even do Rugrats and Regular Show, Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh,
yeah, but I don't know if they'll do that on those on Netflix, but I think it'll be more their creator own.
Well, they could do Rocko because the last. Did you not watch that Rocko movie that came on Netflix last year?
I need to finish watching that, actually. I do need to finish watching that.
I need to watch that. I was watching. I heard of Vader Zim.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything else.
I'm gonna put it to you like this because they had Rocko and they had Invader Zim. Invader Zim was just like it never ended. It was just like it was just like another episode. It was just Invader Zim. Rocko focused too much on, hey, it's the 21st century. We have mobile phones now. We've got social media now. You get what I mean? It was very like, because obviously that cartoon was set in the night. Yeah. It was too much. It was too much of it. Instead of just being Rocko, it was like, look, it's 2019. Because Zim was dope.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think? What I rate about Netflix? What I rate about Netflix is they were like, all right, Marvel, you don't want to give me any more of your stuff. I'll bun you then, innit? You know what? Who's Boom? Boom, IDW. Come.
I know. Netflix are getting all like the
what's the word? Beast ones, yeah.
They bought the Academy, the Beast Star, the thing. They're like, okay, cool. Take all your Marvel, it's fine. Take all your Disney.
If Disney hadn't started their own streaming service, we would have never have gotten Umbrella.
Yeah.
I would never know the greatness that is Umbrella Academy.
Remember, they've got.
I'm not even.
They've got Miller World as well, so all of the Mark Miller books as well, and those are some really good books on there.
Oh, yeah,
those are some very good books. We like Mark Miller. Yeah.
There you go.
The sun is setting, so I'm gonna turn the light on. Hold on.
Yeah, my room's already getting a bit dark.
So should we move on to reviews then? That was the last of the comic news.
I turn the light on and I look, and it looks darker. I don't even know how that's.
It looks good.
It's where you gotta put your face to the light, not your back. I think.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Code 8.
Code 8, yeah, on Netflix.
I haven't watched that yet. Yeah, you're my go. Tell me about it.
Okay, so basically, it's the Americans' version of a soft version of My Hero Academia meets Training Day. Like, it's bare soft in that sense. Like it's really weird. Like, so basically everybody, most people have powers, like, superhuman powers, but and what is really smart, they don't hype it up to be like, people are, saving people, or there's no superheroes. It's just people doing normal things, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like people who are good at electricity, or they have fire coming out their hands. More of them are like manual skilled workers, so like they're builders and stuff like that. And one of the main characters, like, he does electricity in his body, whatever, and he's like when they in America where they have the people from Mexico and they stand in the line, and then the truck comes and they're like, I can do this, I can do that kind of thing. So he's so he's one of those guys, which I thought was a really good idea, because it's like society put them out of work so that they could have machinery come in, kind of thing. And it was just like, wow, what would technology look like putting people who have superpowers out of work? So that they put it in that, which is smart, kind of thing, which is smart. So it's a story about him, and like he's got powers, but they're not developed because his mum didn't want him to, be limited, so she kind of suppressed his powers or whatever. And he gets mixed up in the wrong crowd. Yada. Characters who can heal. There's a man who can read your mind. You know what I mean, kind of thing. There's a guy who's kind of bulletproof. Yeah, all that good stuff. I think the only downside to the film, apart from it being budget, even though the special effects were not bad, they were not bad. It's just that, it just needed a bit more budget, and it needed to flesh out the story a little bit, kind of thing. But it's one of those ones where you're like, this is going to be trash, and then you're watching it and you're like, okay, so it's not trash. It's a small bit, but it's not trash. There's good bits in there, like, kind of thing. But it's entertaining. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? Don't expect it to be like a big thing, but it's just. Yeah, it's a good watch. It's a good watch.
And this is on Netflix, right?
Yeah, fine. It's on Netflix. Yeah.
So you said film. Is it a film or a TV or a series?
No, it's a film.
Oh, I thought it was a series.
I know. I think it would have worked better as a TV show, because then they could have just done a lot more with it. But as a film, okay. But it's just like you should have maybe done a two-parter. Wow. Two-parter. or just had a longer film, because I think it could have really worked well if it was just a little bit longer, kind of thing. It was alright. It's a 3.5 out. You know what I mean? It's not bad.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Alright. I'll put it on my list.
So,
sounds good.
Yeah, put it on your list, man.
It's already on my list.
Yeah.
Already on my list.
Get it on your list, people.
Being on my list. I saw Green Arrow and Flaming Head Guy from The Flash. I'm like, come on, I'm gonna watch it in a superhero show. Like, come on, like, you think I'm not gonna watch that? FYI, little of trivia: the two actors, did you notice they look alike?
Oh,
they're cousins. Stephen Amell and the other Amell.
And the other Amell. The Amels.
Yeah, they're paternal cousins, and one of them was a character in season 1 of The Flash, and the other one was obviously Green Arrow. So
nice. All right.
Some Arrow.
Could I giving you trivia out in these?
Ooh.
Oh, well, we go.
So I just know what I want to review.
Oh, I thought you wasn't gonna review. All right.
I realized I watched something because I've been catching up on the Flash, like last year's Flash.
Go on then. What are you saying?
Right. So, but I'm not going to review last year's Flash because I want to know what happened with Nora. Now I know. Fun that. But I watched Supergirl episode 8 of whatever season she's on. Mm-hmm. I really cannot stand that show. It is a horrible show. Oh my days. It's the worst. What have we got? We've got Green Arrow, we've got The Flash, we've got Supergirl, and we've got Legends. Supergirl, not including Batwoman because it's new, and I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah.
Supergirl is the utmost worst TV show ever. It sucks so much. What's a big animal?
Buffalo.
Buffalo bulls. It's buffalo bulls, man. This buffalo just laid its dick right in front of me and said, "Watch this for an hour." But the reason I watched it is because it was part 1. Mm-hmm. It was part 1 of Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. And as the first episode of the show that I am dying to watch, and I still can't watch the rest of it because episode 9 of Batwoman doesn't start until like 4 weeks. So I have 4 weeks before I can continue watching this. But man, episode 1 was shit. It was shit. It was shit. Like,
so
it was shit.
So, Crisis is only coming on TV now, right? It's only coming on now.
Yeah. Well, basically, that episode of Supergirl aired weeks ago. Right. I don't know if they show Flash and Arrow yet, but I have to wait. But because Batwoman is on E4, not Sky One, I have to wait until E4 shows it. Then I'll watch it. Then I can go watch Flash, do all the other shows. But episode 1 is a letdown. The only things I liked was the beginning where it was showing you the different. No. Well, yeah, it was this in the credits. It was where it was showing you the different universes. So we've got like Burt Ward, which I loved it. Little chubby Burt Ward. He's not the skinny little kid he was. 60s, walking his dog, and he sees like something's happening to his earth. He's like, "Holy!" You know what I mean? He says that, and we've got like someone reading a newspaper, and then like the bat sign comes up, and then he looks up. This guy looks up. I don't know what character it's supposed to be. He's like, "Man, I hope." He just says.
It wasn't that Wesley from Star Trek.
That was Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
I saw Will Wheaton in the credits, and I'm like, "Who's Will Wheaton?" Yeah, so Will Wheaton's there just reading newspapers and looking at bat signs. That was dope. And what else? They showed a couple of other universes that I just thought, this is sick. But the rest of it, oh my days. I like the parts with the Flash. I like the parts with Green Arrow, White Canary. Oh, it was nice to see Ant-Man. Atom.
I was like, wait a minute.
Atom. He's in Arrowverse, Ant-Man and Iron Man.
Okay.
They got DC's. But anyway, their stuff. Supergirl, like, there was a scene where she has to go send a message to Kal-El, Superman, and then Lois is like, "Kara, is that you? And you're wearing pants." And it's like, the only reason she's wearing pants now is to be fucking, what's the word? Feminists enjoy your show. Enjoy it.
So that first episode was trash, and maybe just watch the animated TV show and then skip to the second episode.
What? The thing is, I actually like the Supergirl character when she's in Flash or when she's in Arrow, but her TV show is horrible.
Yeah, it's so painful. It does get corny, man. It does get corny.
Oh my. So
I think
I'm glad that's over. I'm taking up a lot of time. I was just gonna say I'm glad that I've got that one out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't have to go now. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Alright. Well,
what you got, bitch?
I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's pretty much what I've been doing.
Look at
no spoilers. I mean, can you really get spoiled from a game that's like 20 years old.
Completed in like 1990 something. Yeah.
It's great.
There's stops there off.
It's a great film. It's a great game, man. It's really good. If you played it back in the days, it's kind of like it's obviously the same story, but it's kind of expanded because it's not. They kind of expand the characters a bit. They expand the story quite much as well. And yeah, it brings me back, man. It brings me back, and it's a great game. Kind of like the battle system is good. The character development, the music has always been sick, but now you got like remix of the old school music as well, and yeah, it's a dope game, man. I haven't stopped playing it since 2 weeks now, I think.
Yeah, the game. I'll do my work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Who? What character?
I really regret. Huh?
What's that?
I was like, what character are you playing? Just for obviously for people who don't know, like what character you're playing in it.
There's loads of it's a team. It's a kind of team game. So I'm playing with Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa at the moment. They got different kind of ways of fighting, and you can use power-ups and get them different techniques as well. You get them different weapons that have different.
This guy. I'm just gonna steal his review. He's doing it wrong. So you got Cloud Stripe, 21-year-old mercenary who comes back to Midgar all disheveled and confused, and then his best friend Tifa Lockhart from his hometown of Nibelheim finds him at the train station, takes him back to their hideout, which is Avalanche, and a bar called Seventh Heaven in the Sector 7 slums. That's basically like a ghetto, Brixton or Peckham or something. And then Barrett is the leader of the of Avalanche, and they go out and they want to go fuck up a reactor in Sector 6.
They're like Croydon.
6. Yeah, that's like Croydon. So they blow up the reactor, and then Cloud's part of the team, and it's dope. And so Cloud has this big ass sword. Like, you don't know how he lifts it. He calls it the Buster Sword, and it's got these little 2 slots in it to put materia in. I'll tell you about materia another day. Then Tifa is like a master martial artist, so she's all like, and then but she's also super strong. Then Barrett is like this big muscly hench black dude, and he lost his arm. You have to play the game to find out how he lost his arm. But he's also got a gun arm now, so he puts these attachments on. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And then that's the team. There's more characters as well, but that's what Richard has at the moment. But he wasn't doing justice.
You did.
I thought I would take over.
A lot better than I could have ever done it, man. My enthusiasm right now is just down here.
I love it's like Rich's one was like the jazz hour. He's got like his scotch. He's like, so basically, this, and then like like Kieran, who's on like NME, like the rock channel, like this is what's happening.
Yeah, pretty much what Kieran was saying. It is pretty much that. It's dope, man. It is dope, and just getting to know the characters and knowing their history and going through the story. It's dope. It's dope. Definitely recommend it.
I have a question. Actually, this question's very suited for my brother, but you're here now. Okay. Did you ever watch Advent Children? So you know how Cloud, they portrayed him to be this very depressing kind of character in that movie.
He's not.
And
really
then I don't know if you played.
The difference with this and the old school one is like obviously because you got voice actors in this now, so you kind of know how they're saying stuff rather than reading it yourself and kind of trying to. Yeah. But yeah, he's not he's not depressed. He's just not a bullshitter. He's like, look, I'm here to get paid. He's basically a mercenary, a gun for hire, basically. Yeah. And at the beginning, he just wants. He's only there to get paid, and he's like, dude, don't tell me about this because the Avalanche, they blown up the reactor because it's kind of like oil in a sense where they're digging up the earth and they're damaging the earth. And Avalanche is like the protesters kind of terrorist group who wants to save the earth. Extreme protesters.
You say Green Party.
A lot worse than Green Party. They're going up to blow up the reactor because they want to basically save the Earth. But certain mad things happens between that. But on their journey, Cloud is just like, Barrett is trying to tell him trying to describe what's happening. Like, they're cleaning out the Earth, man. You can feel the Earth crying. He's like, dude, just shut up. I just want to get paid, man. So his character in that way is sick. And even Barrett's character, like, actually having, like, the voice actors for this they picked the perfect people. Definitely the perfect people.
The reason I ask is because, so I know you didn't play the Kingdom Hearts games, or even did you play Final Fantasy Dissidia? With like all the main Final Fantasy characters. So Cloud, since Advent Children, was always portrayed to be this like overly nonchalant and overly depressed, if that makes sense, since Advent Children. But even without the voice acting,
you can get it. Yeah.
Even without the voice acting, he wasn't that depressing. He was cold, and he did come across like he wanted his money. But there were points where he
well, that's the
kind of lightened up
in the game. There is a point where he lightens up, and if you really think about what if you played the game, the old game, and you kind of know what I'm talking about, like at that point he has to lighten up, and then from that point he's kind of like you kind of even when you're playing it, you're like, oh man, I can't believe you're doing this, but you're saying that to the character, but you're playing the character, so you're actually doing it as well. You're doing it yourself.
No, I was just wondering if
it's quite bad.
I was just wondering if they decided to keep on with this depressing version of him, or if they, because I never really saw Cloud as that depressing. It's only since Advent Children, every other portrayal after that, Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Fantasy Dissidia, he was always just this depressing kind of guy. But his original character wasn't like that.
He's a soldier. That's basically he's a soldier, so he's not depressing. He's there to do a job. He wants to get in, do his job, get paid, and go, basically. So he's not up for that chit chatter.
Anybody who Drive comes from, go play the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Because I mean, you probably can't now because I've been trying to get it. It's sold out. My one regret in this whole stupid quarantine is that I didn't buy it when I had the chance. Because I thought, I'll wait.
Can you not download it then?
I can. But hypothetically, if I drop a glass of water on my PS3, PS4, that's it.
It doesn't happen. Touch wood.
That's it. But if I have the hard copy, if I have the disc.
I'm not sure if that's. I think you can. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, myself, if you can do that.
Rich, I need the disc. I need to open the case. I need to smell that new, fresh game smell.
Yeah.
You don't get that from.
Have you tried?
Got the hookup for the
Amazon. Amazon's got it. Amazon's selling it.
Oh, there you go.
So Amazon doesn't have it. They're sold out. But there's Amazon who is selling it for slightly higher. I refuse. Okay. I refuse. And I checked eBay.
Don't buy it on eBay.
People, people get on my nerves. No, I'm not. I was just checking just to see. And some son of a bitch, and he probably got them off Amazon, so that's one of my copies. I still got a picture on my phone because I screenshot. He has. Did I delete it? This son of a bitch.
CEX. You never know. There might be like a random game.
CEX.
CEX.
They ain't open. It's a quarantine.
Yeah, but they might be still doing deliveries. They might do
CEX delivers.
I mean, they might do deliveries. Everybody has to adapt nowadays. You know what I mean?
Anyways, I'll consider that. But getting to my point, some son of a bitch on eBay had like, going from memory of the picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 copies.
Wow. 12
copies of Final Fantasy 7, and they're trying to sell it for more than the asking price.
That's liberties, man. I hate that. Resellers, man.
Yeah. Damn you. Wow. Oh dear.
But you know,
try. I've got a website for you. You can try. They might have it in stock. Shop2.net.
See? I'm your pusher.
Shop2.net.
Your
Number
push.
2.
See, look. If you ever need anything here, Rich is the man to go to. That's why he's called We Read Comics Too. Yeah, because he does all the other stuff as well.
Indeed.
But he reads comics too. So if you need go to Rich. Okay.
Website looks like a Bright House.
No, they're good. They're good. They do look like Bright House though, but no, they are cheap.
It looks like Bright House.
Place that I know anyway. But let's move on to the next part of the show, the final part actually. We're going to continue with villains turned heroes.
Oh shit! I forgot about this. Don't even have the old script.
Luckily, it's on the new one.
It's in the new script. Yeah,
is it?
It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom, baby.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Scroll. There we go.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
And for everybody out there, we like to finish our stories, okay? We're just not going to leave you hanging. Yeah, some people will be like, oh my God, why are you still talking about it? It's because we want to finish it, okay? So let's get into it. Yes.
All right, let's get through this. Who's on this list of villains?
Yeah.
What is it? Villains turned heroes?
Villains turned heroes.
And then...
Yeah, so last week we did Sam Wilson, Rogue, Deadpool, Gambit, Hawkeye, Vision, and Venom.
Yes.
Ugh.
Today, the next one we've got on the list is Black Widow, whose first appearance was in Tales of Suspense, issue 52 from 1964. So Black Widow often refers her dark past, and she isn't kidding around. Clairvoyant, the first Widow, was an anti-hero who killed evildoers and sends their souls to the devil. Natasha Romanoff, the current and popular Widow, began as a Soviet spy, and while she often played both sides, she also represented a very specifically Cold War image of nefarious, hyper-capable Russian femme fatale. So I think everyone knows who Black Widow is. She's got a film coming out at some point.
Who Widow is? What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, though.
Yeah. We appreciate your support.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. But the joke is, go.
I was going to say, thanks for tuning in, and we hope you learned something about Black Widow.
Yeah. The joke is, one thing I love about Black Widow is that I really don't mind if she switches sides.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not bothered. Like, if she was just like, well, I'm now doing some villain stuff, it's because we like her so much. She's just like, yeah, you're a great character, go for it. Like,
I actually prefer
what I was gonna say,
villain stuff.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was so confused about her character. I just didn't know if she was coming or going. She was a villain one minute and she's a good guy the next. And it's just like what Ish said. I just come to accept her doing what she does. And if she betrays them, I'm like, you know what? Let her have a moment. She'll be back.
There we go. No, it's all good.
One minute she's trying to kill Captain America. The next minute she's,
helping him out.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
like
cover.
Next minute she's like, you dropped your shield. Am I gonna have to keep picking up after you boys?
There you go. It's great. Oh, that was so good. Anyway, yes.
Next one is Quicksilver. First appearance in X-Men.
Should we do this as a double? Oh no, wait.
Yeah, let's do it as a double then. So we've got Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Both their first appearance were in X-Men issue 4, back in 1964. It would only make sense that the son of Magneto would be a villain. Quicksilver began as a recurring nemesis to the X-Men. After years as a thorn in their side, he came around to light and started avenging in earnest. Also, Scarlet Witch was still dabbling in villainy even after she became an Avenger. It was mainly her love with Vision that brought her to the good side. Even then, she stripped almost every mutant on Earth of their powers. She's so complicated.
Yeah.
What was that?
Huh?
Oh no, I was just saying no more mutants.
No more.
Well, probably like the most quotable line in the history of comic books, I'd say.
Yeah,
one of that, and obviously one of that, and obviously with great power, blah blah blah.
She actually does seem to be a villain still, especially if you're reading X-Men.
Yeah.
Because the kids call her a pretender, because apparently they're not supposed to be mutants now, and because she killed like millions of mutants.
Billions.
Yeah.
I think like Vision's the only thing that keeps her from being good. Quicksilver's just like, you know what, I've got too many daddy issues, I really don't care. Like, if you can catch me quick enough to like talk to me, maybe I'll listen to you. But like them two are just like villains who just, they're bored. They get bored, you know.
I don't get her, because like with Quicksilver, he does have daddy issues. So it's like, if he's teetering on Avengers and Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, because he always wants his dad. Oh, if you don't know, Magneto is their dad. It's not said in the movies that you watch, but he's their dad. And forget what the current retcon says. He's their dad.
Yes.
Oh, that was so stupid as well. I was reading. I digress.
The tangent for another day. Yeah.
That's what we should do as well. Retcons we hate. That's another episode for another day.
That's the whole week. Go ahead.
Because he's got daddy issues, he's always trying to impress his dad. So I can understand why 1 minute he's with the Avengers and the next minute he's with. Is it her loyalty to her dad? Like, we know she goes with the Avengers because she loves Vision, but is she just evil? Is she just evil?
I think she's
like, just bad?
She's just. I don't think she has much control of her power. She's very powerful. She doesn't have much control of it, and I think she's quite vulnerable in a sense, because even with the No More Mutants thing, she basically, all that happened through her having kids with Vision, but that was through what's his name? What's his name? I want to say Mephistos, but it's not. Mephisto, yeah. Mephistos.
Like Mufasa and Morbius.
So Mephisto done a deal, and basically her children weren't real, so she got peed off and then created a world where anybody can have everything, and then everybody had everything, and then people got peed off because it wasn't real, and then she said, alright, F it, no more mutants. So she's just got issues, like understandable issues in a sense, but at the same time,
so they both got issues. Can I just quickly touch on when she gave everybody everything? Because one of my favorite lines is when Wolverine figures it out because of his healing factor, and I can't remember who he was talking to, and they asked him. It was the conversation of what he got, and he said, "Well, apparently, I always wanted to be Nick Fury." I was busted up because it's like he didn't know that. Like, he became the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. Apparently, I wanted to be Nick Fury. I love that, man. I'm telling you, House of M is my favorite Marvel storyline. That's just the best one to me.
It was sick.
I love House of M.
Speaking of House of M, we're going to talk about Emma Frost.
She was there too. She was doing things.
She does a lot.
Yeah, she's.
She
does too much sometimes. Go ahead.
A lot of these characters, have you noticed? A, they're X-Men characters, and B, they're confusing.
Yeah.
These three, like, I don't know. And Black Widow, but these set of characters, I don't know where they're coming or going.
So Emma Frost's first appearance, X-Men number 129, back in January 1980. She may help lead the X-Men now, but for years she helped lead another more nefarious group of mutants, the Hellfire Club. Frost was responsible for a whole lot of problems in the X-Men's formative years, making her a fascinating choice to teach Xavier's school of gifted youngsters. She... I can't remember when she actually became a good guy.
It was when she started at school, wasn't it? Was it Generation X?
Yeah, it might have been actually. I was thinking Astonishing for some reason.
That was something.
That was later, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think it was I'm pretty sure it was Generation X when she started the other school, which for some reason Jubilee went.
Yeah, I always feel like Emma Frost is like one. She loves follow man, just every day. Yeah, like, and she's always like, I think she's like one of those. I just want the person who's got the most power, and I want to be second seat. That's her. Like, she's just like, all right, cool. There's no villainy people over here. Let me just be a good person just for the second seat.
I don't know about that, to be honest. I think she's more of I think she wants all the I think she knows her place in one sense, but I know she knows although she knows her place, she knows that she is powerful enough to, you know, take what she can have. In that sense, like even like when you look at her relationship with Scott Summers, and you know, when Jean Grey comes back, you can see when I read it, it feels like she's got that attitude to say, you know, I know you're all powerful Jean Grey, but you know, me and him still had something. He loves me, kind of thing. And I mean, even reading that comic from I think a few weeks back, Jean Grey and Emma Frost. Do you remember that comic, Karen? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of just that. I think that in itself kind of portrays her personality in a sense where, like, they go into Storm's head because she's dying, and Jean Grey and Emma Frost go into her head to try and rescue her, and Storm forgets who they are, and then Jean Grey. There's like a flower that grows in the floor, and it shows them hugging and kissing and being sisters, that sisterly love kind of thing. And then Storm's manifestation is like, has a smile, and then when it sees Emma Frost, it's kind of like, Emma Frost is like, well, you know, what can I say? You know, we ain't on good terms. I tried to kill you, but at the same time, we're cool though. But
you know, I'm here trying to save you. You know.
So she's just got. I don't know. I really like Emma Frost. I think she's a sick character.
Yeah, she's a dope character. I think one of the great times I've seen her was that comic, because that comic was basically to show the art of the artist.
Yeah.
And that artist, I forgot who it was, conveyed so much through thank you. Conveyed so much through just expression and colour. And you got to see so much of Emma Frost and Jean Grey's personalities just through facial expressions and even still body language that was on a still sheet of paper. But you saw so much of Emma. There was a bit where I forgot what scene it was. I think it was when they actually found Storm.
And they're trying to go into her head, and she's drinking wine.
That exactly a bit. That exactly bit. And I thought that was sick, because it's like she had to take a moment just to be her.
They're getting ready to go inside her head and try and save her life, and she's just and she's got that pose as well. That posh ladylike pose. It's sick.
It's posh. It's ladylike, but at the same time, it's you can't tell me anything. Do you know what I mean? It's got this authority about it. She's a dope.
Yeah, she's sick. She's sick.
We love Storm. Yay! But go Emma Frost.
Portrayed horribly twice in live action.
Yeah,
I had to bring it up, man, because she was portrayed. First of all, when she was in that Wolverine movie. That was a really crappy portrayal. I don't know why they even bothered. And then in First Class,
oh dear Lord,
that portrayal was so whack. That was not Emma Frost. I don't know who that was. That was not the right mutant.
That's why I don't rate those films, man.
One day we're gonna get a dope live action Emma Frost, and we're just gonna be
hopefully. Next is Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts. First appearance in Incredible Hulk issue 449 back in 1997. This is an entire team of villains turned heroes, as led by Baron Zemo. The Thunderbolts were originally a team of villains who disguised themselves as heroes for their own evil ends, then over time they became actual heroes. Even super people can fake it till they make it. So
they manifested what they really wanted.
So these Thunderbolts, I don't remember reading this one actually, to be honest. So you got Citizen V. On a side note, Karen, I think his figure just recently came out as well. Yeah.
Is it? I've not thought about, since this whole thing is shut down, I've not thought about Marvel Legends in a while. I'm quite content. Every time I look in my cabinet and I see I got a full set of Fantastic Four, I'm good. I'm good for now, man.
So you've got Citizen V, Mach 1, Meteorite, Atlas, Techno, and Songbird. I think, a lot of these characters are really like B rank. Is that the word? Oh, I'm so dead today.
That's alright.
What's the word? B-list. That's it.
B-list.
B-list. Yeah.
I know. I got you, bro.
I think the only other well-known character was probably Songbird. But yeah.
Okay.
These characters.
You know,
go on.
I can't voice an opinion on these guys because I don't know the Thunderbolts that well, if I'm honest. I know and I've probably got a comic where one or a few feature, but I don't know them like. I can't rattle them off like I can rattle off the X-Men or something.
Yeah, true.
The Songbird one sounds familiar, but again, like I'm slightly.
And even in my head, I'm like, is that Songbird? And then I'm thinking, I'm going to Google something.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm probably getting her mixed up with because I'm sure she was in the X-Men, or she was in a couple of the X-Men comics, but maybe not. But yeah, let's move on from the Thunderbolts because
Well done,
she was an X-Men, wasn't she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was.
She's an actually pretty dope character. Hang on, get a decent picture if it loads. There we go. Hang on.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, she looks familiar. Yeah.
There's actually a good Marvel Legends figure of her as well, which I missed out on.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I missed out on her as well. But anyway,
next.
What the hell happened to my light?
Next one is Plastic Man.
Oh, you've got this nice orange going on.
Why?
There's something.
Wasn't like that a second ago.
No, we like it. It's good ambiance. It's dramatic.
Plastic Man. Plastic Man.
Alright, sorry, go on. What's that?
First appearance.
Plastic Man.
I love the names.
Secret Origins, Volume 2, Issue 30, September 1988. So Plastic Man began as a low-level crook. He was an orphan who quickly fell into the life of crime. He lived as a thief for a short time after gaining his powers, but quickly realized he should use his elasticity for the benefit of all mankind. For a time he was a double agent, using his connections to the underworld to catch bad guys as his alter ego. So yeah, I used to like Plastic Man back in the days. Wasn't there a cartoon?
Remember that cartoon back in the day? Yeah, that cartoon was sick back in the day. I didn't even know he was a DC superhero back then. I just liked the show.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved it. He had his girlfriend. No, did he have? He had a girlfriend. Then later on in the series, he had the baby.
Yeah.
I remember the actual intro to the cartoon. It had the doctor bouncing his baby. So congratulations, Plastic Man, you have a bouncing baby boy. I love that cartoon, man.
Yeah. That's as much as I know Plastic Man for me as well. So.
Yeah,
I know him a little bit more than that. I know because he, I knew he was a villain and he turned good in Batman: The Brave and the Bold cartoon. It was Batman who was the one who was like watching out for him, saying, you used to be a villain, but I'm counting on you to do good. So that was cool. And then, I've just read him in. Obviously, I'm more of the DC guy than Rich, but I've read him in a few other comics. He's also currently he's part of the Team Terrific.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
With Mr. Terrific, Plastic Man, Metamorpho, and I think there's a girl, but I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I think
she
I
was
read
new.
like the first
and
3 issues of that.
Yeah, I think I've got like the first 10, but I read the first arc, and then after that I cancelled it because I don't want to continue this. But it was actually a pretty good comic. That actually, you can tell they were trying to go into the line of DC's Fantastic Four with that comic, and I'm not mad at them for that because I know a lot of purists would be like, "Oh, why they tried it?" But with that team, it works. Not because he could stretch, but just with Mr. Terrific as the leader and Metamorpho was like clearly their thing.
And even that new character, she was like invisible.
But it was a reason. Yeah, she would have been. Yeah, because she could do that. And I think she was existing between two planes of existence as well. It was a sitcom. Plastic Man has my approval from villain to hero because he was not a good crook anyway.
That's a smooth trajectory. It's not like he's bouncing back and forth. He's just like, I did some stuff.
Yeah, he has a past. That's all it is.
There we go.
He would just be like, yeah, but that was when I was younger. What are you bringing up old shit?
There we go.
Alright.
We all got a past.
Let's do 2 at a time now then. It's getting quite a lit.
I mean, you can cut on that if you want. Richard's like, can we just go to the end? We can go to the end, huh? That's fine. We can
let's just do this. Elektra. I'm just going to power through this, yeah? Elektra began as Daredevil's nemesis and sometimes lover. When she wasn't dead, she would sometimes team up with Daredevil, fights on the side of the Angels. Sometimes Elektra never quite settles on either side of the bro line.
First appearance, Daredevil issue 168 and January 1981. We got to give him the information, man.
There we go.
Sorry, man, I forgot about that.
Is she? I mean, I never liked Elektra. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know why.
Wait, was it the movie?
It's because
never let those things. Don't do that. Don't let that happen. Don't be that. Don't be that fan.
She's a bad cat. She's a good character. Like she's as in a good character. But I don't know. I just got scarred. Scarred, and I was like, oh.
I was watching a top 10 show. Yeah, I love top 10s, and it was top 10. It was something like top 10 good superheroes that people hate because of movies.
Yes.
And she was in one.
And that Elektra and Daredevil was on that. Yeah.
Typical.
I watched that like last week or the week before. I like Elektra. I think she's a dope character. Anytime I read Daredevil, I love it when Elektra's there.
Yeah.
And they and on the TV show, the Netflix Daredevil, which
was great.
That was just like they set the bar high with that one.
Yeah.
When they mentioned her in like season 1, and then she showed up in season 2, which I didn't think they would do. That was brilliant. I think she was great.
Yeah, they redeemed her in that, and then I was like, okay, got this one. She's great, but just
it portrayed her really well.
It just hurt. There's a lot of scars going on right now. Okay, yes, you're getting excited. Okay. Let me do the next one for you, Rich. Now, I'll do it properly. There we go. Okay, Lobo. Okay, first appearance of Mega Men, issue 3, June 1983. I was born then. One of DC's major anti-heroes began as an ever less of a hero. Even less of a hero. Dyslexia. In fact, he began for Superman, whilst the over-the-top
extraterrestrial
bounty hunter has become more moral in many iterations. Okay, that's it. He has also remained villainous in plenty of others. Okay, Lobo.
Yeah,
Lobo's dope.
I like Lobo.
I forgive him.
I like Lobo being a villain. I like Lobo being being the bad guy kind of bounty hunter. Don't you know what?
Lobo is he's an anti-hero bounty hunter mercenary.
Yeah.
Lobo's the kind of guy that will take a job, and his job might be, you know what, Superman, I gotta kill you. And they'll fight for a bit, and then they'll come up with a way to kind of just
pay him off.
Not even pay him off, but just be like, you know what, why don't we just team up and bun the guys that we're gonna do you know what I mean? And then after Superman and Lobo have a beer. That's the kind of character that Lobo is. Yeah. He's dope. I love Lobo. He's so sick. He's definitely one of the best. And I don't actually say this often, but he's one of the best DC characters. He's consistent. Except the New 52 when they tried to
allow that one, man. Allow that one.
I'm going to show you a picture of what they did to Lobo. real quick. New 52 Lobo.
Okay.
Ugh.
Lift music.
Ugh.
Ding, 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 ding.
We were calling him Chad. He looks like such a Chad.
Welcome to the Source War on Wednesday. Oh, here we go.
And they had the audacity to have him, hang on, holding up original Lobo's head. Look at this guy. He
Move
sucks.
it to the side. Oh, man.
Oh, hang on. You see?
Oh, he does. He looks like a Chat or a Brad.
Or a Brad. He does.
Brad
He doesn't look like a
Brad.
Lobo.
That's what he looks
If
like.
I show you Lobo, you see.
Okay.
Sorry, I just have to do this so people get
It's
it.
okay.
This guy. This is Lobo.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Now that's
Love
Yeah.
this guy.
He's the kind of character that could be in Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
He could have been in Judge Dredd, and he would have murked Judge Dredd as well.
Alright,
That's
next
great.
one.
Judge Dredd,
He's
fine,
next,
have me,
yeah.
though.
Next one, Catwoman. First appearance,
one.
Detective Comics, issue 569, December 1986. Is that right? 1986? No,
Catwoman.
that's not right.
1986. That can't right because she was in the
Yeah.
66 comic.
Yeah.
The 66 cartoon.
Maybe it's 1968.
1968 probably. No.
That might make more sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm googling it.
Yeah, I need to fact check this.
Let's
1940. That's it.
1940.
Yeah.
That was way off.
Right, yeah. So yeah, Catwoman. For a cat burglar, Catwoman does a fair amount of good in the Batverse, who blames Batman's chuff charms. At one point, she was more straightforward, more of a straightforward villain. But for a long time now, she's lived in a grayer area in which she more often than not skews heroic. So yeah, Catwoman.
Wait, before you say anything, I have to do this in loving memory of Earth for Kit. Marcus Dahl.
I love Urban Kid as Catwoman. She's so funny.
Marcus. She was dope.
Yeah, she was.
Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, so Catwoman at the moment, I do kind of like the relationship between her and Batman, but I just think that it doesn't work because she, like you said, she is a villain, and you know, Batman obviously is.
She works well as a villain as well.
She does. But the new Batman actually comic, which is written, I can't remember who's writing it at the moment. Someone else is.
He's not Tom King stepped down.
But the person who's writing it is writing it pretty well because she's done a deal with some of the other villains, and we're trying to figure out what the deal was. But basically, all the old school villains, you got the Riddler, the Joker was in on it, the Penguin was in on it, and they did a deal with someone, and now this person's coming back, and she's obviously kept the secret away from Batman. So yeah, so we're trying to figure out what's been happening. So yeah, I like that kind of sense in it, but I think at the end of the story, maybe they're going to break up, which I'm kind of not really happy about. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
dude, that was going to happen, man. They have this thing where they don't want comic book superheroes to be happy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's why they broke up Peter Parker and Mary Jane. That's why they broke up Kate Kane and her girlfriend. There's another bait one now. The only one couple that seems to last is Sue and Reed Richards.
That's because she's like,
you can't break up that family.
No, I might as well stay with this man.
Yeah,
like,
she does hate him.
Do you know what? Instead of a death in comic books, if you want to surprise me, don't say coming this summer this character's gonna die. Break up Sue and Reed Richards.
Yeah,
I would read the shit out of that.
Hey, for real. Okay.
For 2 years, separate them.
Yeah.
Separate them, fantastic. But have them work together. It'll be dope. Oh,
yeah,
man,
that's it. Okay.
Right, going on to Catwoman, I was just gonna say she's a straight up villain.
Yeah.
Batman is just
He's
just letting her get away with it, basically.
Yeah.
Every time it's like Put that back. Put that back.
Yeah.
Put that back.
Proper like a cat.
Put her in prison.
Don't touch that. Put it back. No, don't do that.
Don't touch that. Down.
You see the cat just moving the vase off the shelf. Like, go on then. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna do nothing. It's fine. Like
he's basically treating her like a cat, and she's just looking at him like, you ain't gonna do shit.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
You ain't gonna do a damn thing.
You like this putty tang going on?
Who is next? All right. Morbius, the Living Vampire, first appearance and Amazing Spider-Man issue 101 in October 1971. Morbius is a vampire that itself puts him at I messed it up completely. That in itself puts him at the slight I can't read this, sorry. Disadvantage in the heroism department. He began as most vampires do, feeding on people, but then he began to specify only on bad folks. Then he was able to synthesize a serum on lay off the human right. Michael Morbius was a vampire. He used to feed on humans. He created a serum, and now he only feeds on bad man them.
Okay.
He teeters on the fringe of good and evil. He got beef with Blade and Spider-Man, but he's an alright character. He's getting a movie out, so if you want to know, there you go.
Yeah. The joke is with Morbius, I'm like, he's not really a hero villain.
I wouldn't call him a villain.
He's like a drug addict.
Yeah.
He's just in the middle of some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just like, I need to get plasma.
Yeah.
Hey man, Spider-Man, got that blood, Spider-Man.
You know?
Come on, Spider-Man.
You know what I mean?
Suck your dick, Spider-Man.
Like the poor man is just like, I'm a vampire. What am I supposed to do? Like, you lot are running around with super powers. I've got like ancestral. I need blood.
Yeah.
Like,
I could do. You know Marvel Max Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would so do Morbius, and he would be just cracking out. It would be such a dark.
Yeah, that would be quite mad actually.
You'd be doing some damn shit for some blood. I'm telling you. You know, there was a season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where her boyfriend, one of her boyfriends, Riley, remember the soldier guy? You guys remember that guy?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
She was going out with this soldier, this army guy who their faction used to kill demons, and he became so. He just, what's the word? Basically, his girlfriend was the vampire slayer. She was special, and he felt like crap about it. So he started going to these kind of whore houses, or no, it was like a crack house. It was like for vampires, and they would feed. Humans would go there and let them feed on them. It was weird. That's the kind of thing I'll do with Morbius. He'd be like, yo, man.
Wait, Buffy was deep back in the day.
Blood.
Some stuff that they did in Buffy was mad. And I watched that again, but it was good.
Buffy had its moment. It really did.
Yeah. Morbius ain't no villain or
he's a crackhead.
You know, he's a poor crackhead. He's just, poor thing. All right, let's listen.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
All right,
Come on, please.
Bombshell. First appearance, Teen Titans, Volume 3, Issue 39, November 2006. She's a tricky one to pin down. She began as a member of the Teen Titans, and then in issue 40, she was revealed as a traitor. After being kicked off the team, she reformed and often teams up with Batgirl. She's a villain disguised as a hero who turned into a real hero. I mean,
yeah, I don't really know Bombshell either, to be honest.
It's frustrating because when I type in Bombshell DC Comics, it just comes out with DC Comics Bombshells, which is annoying. That's not helping me. Oh, here's.
What she look like?
She looks like the actor.
Does she?
As in Captain Am. I don't know if you know who that is. Anyway, this is what she looks like. Hang on. Hang on. Focus.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I can see her out. I can see her outfit. Okay.
I don't. You know what? I didn't know they did that with Teen Titans, because when I think of female characters in a Teen Titans, is she on this list before I even say it? No, because she would have been a villain turn, no, a hero turn basically, I think of Terra. When you think of female characters who join the Teen Titans and then turn out to be bad, you think Terra, the girl with like.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know this character, and I'm a DC guy. I think I've seen her before, but I didn't know her story. Why she looks like Captain Atom?
Yeah, I don't know this character either.
You know, she disguised as a hero, and now she's a real hero. So she wasn't a true villain to begin with.
Okay, so this one I do know, and the last ones I actually don't know that much of. But Prowler, first appearance, Amazing Spider-Man issue 78, November 1969. Nowadays, Prowler is Spidey's sidekick and occasional stand-in in the Marvel Universe, allowing Spider-Man to be seen alongside Peter Parker and throw people off his trail. But he started as a burglar, using his tech knowledge to steal whatever he can. He was one of Spidey's foes for years years before ultimately straightening himself out. So Hobie Brown, the Prowler.
Hobie Brown.
Otherwise,
wait, Hobie or Kobe?
I'm sure it was Hobie. Otherwise known as Miles Morales' uncle. In
the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, so he's an old character, but I think with the Ultimate Universe being the way it was, it kind of boosted up his credentials in a sense.
It would have done, especially with his relationship to Miles Morales,
and even more so with the Into the Spider-Verse movie as well. So he's a decent character now, but Hobie Brown, Hobart.
I like Prowler.
Okay.
I like Prowler.
Let's bang these three out. This last three will take one each. Kieran, let's go.
Where are we?
Right, Shade.
Shade. First appearance, Flash Comics, issue 33 in September of 1942. Shade began as a multi-generational villain. He fought against Flash in both the Golden and Silver Ages. He eventually evolved into a mentor to Starman and more of a morally ambiguous anti-hero than a full-on bad guy. Is Shade the guy with the cane and I need to look at this guy.
I think he's got like one of those top hats as well, kind of things. Yeah,
that's Shade. So I remember him from the Justice League cartoon. Yeah, I remember him. He's I didn't know he turned hero, to be honest. So I don't really know much about his character. The most I know about him, if I'm honest, is from the DC comic. What am I trying to say? The Justice League cartoon.
Right. There you go.
I think, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in that Stargirl series now as well. I think this is the kind of character that you don't know much about, but they turn up in these series.
I feel like
they could just sprinkle them around in every now and again.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been in the Flash already, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hang on, let me check.
What's his powers?
He's got a cane and he can do shadowy shit.
Okay. He could throw shade.
He was in
basically
the Flash.
He was in the Arrow
Flash,
wasn't he? Season 3, episode 6.
Go check it out, people.
Just trying to find a decent image of him.
Okay.
Is that how they did Shade? I didn't even recognize it. I don't know if you can make this out. It's a really horrible picture. Hang on.
Oh. To the.
Right. Yeah,
not bad. Kind of.
Not how I would have done him. I would have actually given him the top hat instead of trying to make him look cool.
Definitely. You need the top hat.
I would have just stuck to the source material. Messed up there, Greg Berlanti.
Blok, first appearance, Superboy and the League of Superheroes, issue 253, July 1979. He first appeared as a member of the League of Super Assassins, but was promptly revealed he was being controlled by Darkman to attack the League of Superheroes. After breaking free of Darkman, Blok slowly joined the League of Superheroes. So basically he was a puppet. He wasn't, you're not bad, you're always good, you just had a... and you went to the wrong house. Never mind, Blok. Okay.
I don't know this guy. I don't
know this guy either.
I don't recognize him at all.
We collectively don't know this guy. Okay.
So
moving on.
Final one.
Go on.
Pied
Finish this up.
Piper. First appearance, Flash, issue 106, May 1959. Not only is Pied Piper a reformed supervillain, not R. Kelly, since Barry Allen's death, hardly has been on the up and up. He's also one of DC's first openly gay characters. He used to be one of Flash's constant bad guys, but now he's more of a Robin Hood type figure. So yeah, Pied Piper.
Okay. Does he still have the same powers as the folktale Pied Piper?
Probably not.
So he plays a flute
and who's he Pied Pipering? Is he doing that to kids in DC Comics?
Like, what does he play? Like a ringtone? Like what?
What does he play, and who's he playing it for?
Yeah,
we need to investigate this guy because.
Yes. So a bit of a backstory. Yeah, there's a folktale of the Pied Piper. Yeah, and what was it? The town was like, "Oh, we need you to get rid of all the rats in our town," and the Pied Piper was like, "Okay, cool, yeah." So he played his flute, and
this guy touches kids.
He looks bad. What are you wearing? But and then he Pied Pipered and all the rats in the city, and he drowned all of them. And then the town, I think, didn't pay him or some madness. They didn't do nothing. So he was like, "Bun you lot." So he Pied Pipered all their children, and I think he killed them or something like that. So
that bit was left ambiguous.
Yeah, Pied Piper's never been good, not even from back in the day. Like so.
So there's a new.
I bet if we had a time machine, we'd find out that true story.
So there's a new one who's a deaf musical prodigy who uses sonic technology. He has a weapon. This allows him to cause vibrational damage and hypnotize people. Okay. Originally, he was a super criminal who fought the Flash, becoming a mentor of the Rogues. Later, he reformed, becoming a member of the Rogues. Later, he reformed and assisted the Flash as a vigilante. It has been revealed that Piper self-identifies as homosexual. Pied Piper was created by John Broome and Cormaine Infantino, first appearing in Flash, issue 106, 1959. Yeah.
Okay, so you're all right unless you have a bad day, and then you want to just enslave people with your sonic.
These last few characters I don't have a clue.
Yeah, these are like some proper B and C list characters.
D-list. They're D-list. They're D-list. I'm sorry, Prowler. Prowler might be popular now, but he's a straight D-list villain for Spider-Man back.
Yeah.
Like, he's not the Green Goblin. He's not even the Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, I don't know. He's like a really low brow character. Those guys who'd use rockets or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the Prowler. Like, he's like D-list characters, man. I ain't got time.
Yeah.
But
so
we've come to the end of the show, people.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for joining us. Anybody in the chat, Sean? Do you know what I mean? The Seans and the Keiths and the Seans and people and all the Seans. Okay, all the Seans. I feel like we need to make a top that says Sean. just so we know the appreciation of the Seanness. But
I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Issue 84. Thank you so much for joining us. Yay! You know what I mean? But issue 84 here at the Source Wall quarantine lockdown. We are tired, but we're here for you lot. Remember, you know what I mean? Go to our Teesprings if you want a hoodie, hat, all of that. Repping the merchandise, TEE, the Source Wall. Are they still getting 20% off?
Just put in the Source 20 and you'll get 20%.
Yeah, the Source.
There
you go. Yeah. Tune in next week. We'll be here because lockdown's a thing now.
Yeah, it's a regular thing.
But
what you should do,
you
should watch this. You should share, and you should like it and share it again. Share it to everybody. If your cousin ain't watching it, why ain't your cousin watching it? Share it with the man. That girl, you share it with that girl over there. And you know what else? Don't forget to bring a sandwich.
Yeah. Don't forget. Happy 420 month. Yay!
420, yo. It's 420 full month. Enjoy that shit. Full month is 420, yo.
Alright, peace out, peeps.